Hello, fellow comrades. Once again, yes, as usual, it excites me when I'm with you this way. Today, I want us to talk of household items that can be used in removing of negativity, removing of blockages, jinxes, cross condition, blockbuster. They become a blockbuster, and then hexes then form curses. Remember our grandparents, they were slaves, so they did not have access to very luxurious items which they could use in dealing with these things. So they were using things that were very common, things that were available in the house, and then they could lay their hand upon it easily. So what we're going to do is that we're going to take them one by one today and examine them, how these things were used. My first one is ammonia, very powerful. This ammonia is added to washes, is added to baths, and if you want to add it to your body, it should be very little. And these are able to remove cross conditions, and then it also serves as a form of cleansing. Yes, it cleanses. It has that cleansing effect when you add it to your washes, and then you use it to wash the room or the church. Yes, I know of a ritual where we use ammonia to wash all the church. When people are not, or members are not coming, we use ammonia, then whiskey to do that, to effect that, so that it brings a lot of congregation to the church. Ammonia is a very good this thing. In the absence of it, some people use the chamber lye. The chamber lye is your first urine. Yes, in the morning you can add some to your bath for cleansing purposes. Yes. Another ingredient which was very available during those times, or the old times, yes, were used, and this one can be used especially when people are ill and you want to do some cleansing for them. It's good for illness. People are suffering from health. It's black coffee. Black coffee. Yes, I've seen others add coke to it and add them to their bath for bath, because these one provide orange prana, and it's very good for sick people who are very weak and they are now recovering. Yes, it also removes negativity, and then blockages. It removes blockages. Another item which was very common to our grandparents was the broom. The broom can be used in sweeping of negativity from the house. Yes. Or it can be used to attract customers to the office. When we want to attract, we sweep from the front part to the back of the distance. But if you want to drive away, you sweep from inside, outside. It can be used in a way, not necessarily sweeping the floor with the broom, but you can sweep the negative energy. I have seen Hoodoo practitioner who was using, or a spiritual person who was using the broom to sweep off negativity in the aura of a sick person. Yes, and when he sweeps around the body about 1 or 2 inches away from the body, he will then use it to, he will then flick it, or you hit the ground with the broom. This in turn sends the negativity into Mother Earth. You understand? So he sweeps around the patient, and then he hits the ground. These were the way that our grandparents, or who were very highly spiritual, were using common household items to do this. Another method is to use the chicken feet. Yes, and the chicken feet, this is used by making passes from the crown downwards. You see, about 2 inches away from the patient. It's used to remove negativity from the body, and then as you use the chicken feet around to remove the negativity, you recite Psalm 23 in the process. This will remove any cross condition, jinx, illness, hexes, curses, chicken feet. Then one of my preferred method is to use eggs. Yes, eggs are very potent because they have the ability to absorb negativity. Eggs. Yes, so we use eggs. We can use it around the patient to remove cross condition, curses, and then jinx. We can use it around, just like we use the chicken feet around the person whilst a prayer is being said. We can put it in the corners of a sick person and then program it to absorb the negativity of illness from the sick person. When we finish doing that, we can crack them at a cross junction. My preferred method is to get a big tree, then I'll smash it. You can also flush it through the toilet. Remember that when you use them to do this cleansing thing, they absorb negativity and should not be eaten. Neither should they be broken in the house just like that. Some people can also break it into a glass of water and use 2 brooms as a cross over it to nullify that negativity that it has absorbed. Yes, they put 2 brooms in the form of a cross over the water. Later on, it's poured into the WC water closet, and then it is flushed to go off. There is another system where we can use to remove blockages. Yes, especially people who complain of doing things and they are not seeing the effect of what they are doing. This one is by using the gunpowder. Yes, and the common way we can get a gunpowder is by using the Christmas crackers. Yes, so a petition is written and then it is tied around the the crackers, usually known here as knockouts. Yes, so you just tie your petition around the knockout, you say a prayer, and you light it to blast off every blockage that is in your life. If you are doing things and you are not prospering, whatever you are doing, and you suspect that there is a blockage, yes, you can also write your petition or write what is disturbing you on a sheet of paper, tie it around. You can even use this thing, the rubber band, to hold it. Then you light the knockout or the firecrackers so that after blasting it will remove this. Another method that was used by our grandparents was using of lemons. Lemons are very potent. I use them in the cleansing of my candles. Yes, when I want to cleanse candles of all negativity, they are sometimes added to our bath, and then when they are added to the bath, you use it to remove negativity around you. Lemons can also be programmed in a way. They are used in the form of a small spell where we cut them into 2, sprinkle salt over it, say a prayer, and leave them in the room to absorb every negativity that is in their room. Yes, those who are also suffering from illness, they suffer from illness. There is a very powerful which is known as blue balls. Some people refer to it as a laundry blue. These can be added to water for them to wash down. Yes, and you know the usual method of washing. I've already explained it. When you are removing something from yourself, if you are removing blockages, jinxes, curses, there is a way to bath. If you want to attract something, there is a way to bath. You just don't just go and do any bath and like that. So the blue, or what we call the laundry blue, can be added. I think possibly because the color blue has got the power of inhibiting. Yes, it inhibits, it stops, it delays. Yes, so when you add them to your bath, it will delay every negativity that is in it. Then We can use also van van. Van van is made out of lemongrass. Yes, it has one of its main ingredients as lemongrass. This one can be used in cleansing a space, a room, wherever you are, your church. You put it into a sprinkler like this. Yes. So this is one of mine. You just can spray the area with van van. Sometimes we add Florida water to it so that you can use it in cleansing your space. Yes, so you can use them in the sprinkling bottles. Then another way of removing or protecting your premises is by using of nails. Nails can be used to work on any target. Yes, yes, you can use nails to work on any target. Secondly, you can put a cross, make the nail, any old nail, in a form of a cross in front and at the back of your door. Yes, this will serve to protect the house from every negativity. And then also when people are having nightmares, yes, you put a nail in the form of a cross in front of your door and then at the back of your door to ensure that no negativity. It serves like an amulet. Yes, an amulet. In likewise, pins and needles can also be used. Normally, they are used in conjunction with candles. Yes, I've seen a very powerful spell where people use the, even in love spells, yes, you use the needle, you push it across a red candle and then light them in the form of a cross. Yes, needles and pins can also be used. Then the railroad spikes are used as a form of protective amulet. Railroad spikes, and is hammered at the one side of the door into the ground to protect the house from unwanted intrusion of visitors and then spiritual entities that we feel they are not welcomed in the home. We use the spikes. Then we have the sea salt, all powerful sea salt. You know, I have this one, this sea salt, which is like a sea salt. They act like double-edged sword because they can attract and at the same they can protect and they can nullify. This is what they do, and it's very powerful, very potent. That is why I usually create my black sea salt. Yes, I have the black sea salt with certain herbs inclusive, and they are very potent. They've stood the test of time. I've used it to nullify every negativity to the form of even exorcising certain negative spirits or demonic forces. Yes, I use the salt. So I have this black sea salt. Yes, very potent. If you just put them in water and then bath, because I've added very powerful essential material. Yes, saltpeter can also be used in washes and bath, and they also act like blockbusters. Yes, that is what they predominantly do. You see, you can also protect your house from negativity using the scissors. The scissors are usually hammered or they are opened, and then you find a nail, hammer them in front of your or at the top of your gate to protect your house from any negative intrusion or force. Yes, then the next one is sulfur. Sulfur has been used years. Normally people will sprinkle them at the four corners of the room. Yes, they are very potent. You can add them to your bath as well, and they are an all-rounder powerful item. I can't envisage. Yes, this sulfur item, they can drive off negativity, negative forces. Yes, know that if you intend burning sulfur, when you burn sulfur, the fumes are highly toxic or poisonous. So it means if you burn it in a room, you must leave the room for at least 3 days. And I wonder any negative entity that can exist in a room where sulfur has been burnt. Don't inhale it. They are highly toxic. But once they have burned, Once they have bent the